In every man's life, there comes a choice between two paths. One, a path full of darkness and treachery. The other, a path that is bright and playful. But what the man doesn't realize is that he must either suffer through the pain and treachery while on the path to success, or suffer through the pain and darkness at the end of the path to failure. So a lot of people ask me like, "Oh, why do you want to be a professional wrestler? Like, what's the draw for you? Isn't that stuff weird? Like, why do you like it so much?" And almost everybody I tell my like dreams to says this to me. And the truth is, I don't have a good answer to that. Like, I don't know why, but ever since, I was 5 or 6 years old and I got to watch wrestling for the first time, I dreamt about being like the Roman Reigns, the John Cena's, the Seth Rollins, on top of the business, main eventing shows where 80,000 people are in the arena cheering for me, or, I get to elicit such an emotional reaction from millions of people around the globe. Seeing that, I always dreamt of doing it. I wasn't sure the exact reason why. Maybe it's because they were kind of my inspiration to start fitness and self improvement. Maybe it's because I want to entertain kids around the world. Maybe it's because I love to simply, act out professional wrestling matches. Probably a mix of them and probably more, but what I'm trying to say is that sometimes you don't know why, but you just know. You don't know why you want to be an engineer, a doctor, an actor, but you just know that that is the thing for you. And, maybe some people are going to judge you. Maybe people are going to sit there like, ew, isn't that gay? They're going to call you gay. They're going to call you weird. And you have to push through it. You have to block them out and push through with what you want to do. Because trust me, it's hard. I sit here telling you, oh yeah, you can't listen to other people when they tell you that your dream is wrong, but it's hard to do that, It's hard to just push past people who say bad things. And I know for a lot of you that maybe your dream is not what your parents want you to do. And, I had to work through this myself. And because I was in the car with my mom a couple months ago, and we were talking about my granddad, and she says that he said to her that, I have a lot of special talents. I'm extremely smart. I'm extremely strong. I'm extremely, like, stubborn-ish. I don't know how the way to put it is. But, like, I don't stop when things get in my way if I really want something. And that he hopes that I use my talents for better things. And hearing, like my own grandfather say that to me hurt. And then, I know that my mom does not want me to do professional wrestling, and this is not a diss on my mom in any way. She is one of the nicest, most caring, most supportive people in my entire life, probably the most in my life. And she has supported me in my, you know, journey on becoming a professional wrestler, doing self-improvement, doing YouTube. But I know that she doesn't want me to do it. I know that she hates professional wrestling. I know that she knows that I'm going to get injured, and I know that she does not want me to become a professional wrestler. Despite everything she does for me, I know she doesn't want it. And again, that's hard, It's hard for me to sit here talking about my dream and practicing for my dream when I know that almost nobody in my family wants me to do this. My brothers of course they're supportive because they love professional wrestling too, but outside of them, nobody in my family wants me to do it. They all think, it's weird, it's stupid, and it's hard. But sometimes, that's the lesson you have to learn, that this is your dream. This is your purpose. Your purpose can be anything other, but sometimes people aren't going to want you to do that. Sometimes your own family members aren't going to want you to do that. I know, the stereotype that all Asians have to become doctors because their parents want them to become doctors. And I know that's true for a lot of Asians, that their parents want them to become doctors. And maybe you have a different dream, but you need to keep pushing forward. There's always going to be people that drag you down, that don't like what you're doing. But when you find something as true to yourself as what you think your purpose is, what your dream goal in life is, you can't let those people trip you up. You can't let them stop you. Because when you let them stop you, that's when your life starts to become unfulfilling. When there's this hole inside of you that you're missing something. Even if you have all the money in the world. I was talking with my friends, and they were like, if your wife made $10 million, would you be a house husband? Everybody's like, oh yeah, definitely, definitely. And I sat there and was like, no, I wouldn't. Because I wouldn't be fulfilled in life. I would have all the money I could ever want, but I would never have what I truly wanted. And maybe this isn't what I truly want. I'm 15 years old. Maybe my dream changes as I become older, but in this moment, I don't think I would give anything to give up this dream. I would not take any amount of money. I wouldn't take any amount of fame or luxury cars or materialism. I wouldn't give anything for this dream. And sometimes that's what you need to learn, that this dream is supposed to be your most important thing in life. This goal of yours is supposed to be the most important thing in your life. Doesn't matter if your goal is to be an entrepreneur or a businessman, a YouTuber, or a professional wrestler. It doesn't matter what your goal is. If you know that's your purpose, it goes above everything. It goes above family, it goes above friends, it goes above money. Because you will never truly be happy. Sure, you can be happy if you have a lot of money and you have a great wife and kids. But if you know there's still something out there that you need to do, you're never going to be able to truly rest easy saying, my life has been worth it. Because that's what I feel like sometimes. I'm out, doing some bad stuff, and I just start to think, like, is this really what I want my life to become? Will my life be worth anything if I'm the guy that sits on the couch eating chips and cake all day and not fulfilling what he knows he wants to do? Because this dream, it's your one shot. This is your one shot at making your life the best it can possibly be. It's your purpose. And if you throw that away for materialism, you throw that away for instant gratification, your brain knows that you did that. Your brain knows that it's not on the path that it truly wanted to be on. So you can be outwardly happy and shallowly happy as much as you want, but your deep inner core will never be happy until that purpose you have inside of you, you know that you are doing all you can to do it. And you will never truly be able to rest easy and die happy if you know that there was still more that you could have put into being a doctor, being an engineer, being a professional wrestler, being a baseball player. If you knew that you could put in more effort, that you could have done something better, you'll never be able to die happy. And I know that sounds like that's a little dramatic, don't you think? And maybe it's a little dramatic. But I don't think I would be able to die happy unless I knew that I did everything I could to fulfill my purpose, and that my purpose helped thousands of people around the world. All right. I hope this video helped you. Do the hard work, especially when you don't feel like it. I love you guys. Bye bye.